things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
At the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr completes it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good little steam going. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
They're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 93 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Rams nothing. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's able to get it out of there. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
With the score.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Wilson operating from the gun. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Carr. He'll buy some time right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you gotta take modesty and put it aside. You're the friend.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll come out in the pistol. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Carr now on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now second.
Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side, complete to Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. Now the ball comes loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Quadra Diggs.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's Wilson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance, and then they have winning this game.
And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 27-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. 2 yards. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Ward on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up
play action. Now it's Carr. letting one go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 26.
On play action, it's Carr. These guys tied in on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down and goal to go.
Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick.
14.
So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and it's 3rd and short. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they...
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play.
And got his man complete past the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Seattle.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Carr.
33-yard
So they'll
line.
come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Down with me, down with me, down with me? Ooh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Ooh, you down? Tell me who you talking to. Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zaza, CJ, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. I really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
next.